So, thank you very much for joining me with Odin Sphere. Let's get this started, shall we? I can't think of another game on the PS2 that I love more. To be honest with you, I cannot believe how amazing this game is. You know, I say that about a lot of games, but really, like, this is an amazing, amazing game. So welcome to Odin Sphere. Chris, hello, welcome. Oh, come here, Socrates. Let's have a little walk, shall we? Meow. Valkyrie. So we're starting a new game. So let's do that, shall we? We'll pick up Valkyrie, which is Gwendolyn's story. Let's have a little sit down and read. Yes. So I'm playing the game pure with Japanese audio, voice acting, and with English text, obviously, so that we can know what's going on here. I'm not going to read all of the text out like I have in other games. I'm just going to let the voice acting, you know, speak for itself. So, welcome to Odin Sphere, Episode 1. Let's have some good times here. Yeah, the Japanese voice acting is absolutely mind-blowing in this game. Truly. It's so beautiful.
姉様グエンドリンか静かだ剣撃の響きが遠い どうやら最後の戦いまで王とご一緒はできぬようです諦めてはなりません受け取りなさいグエンドリン私にはもう不要なものです槍は敵をなぎ倒し死体の山を築いた王はお父様は褒めてくださるに違いないお父様はきっと濡れているのは涙優しい妹どうか泣かないでおくれ姉は誇り高く戦士として行くのだからここはひどく暗いグエンドリンあなたの顔も見えないぐらいに姉様長く寂しい思いはさせません間もなくおそばに参ります
Oh man, that sequence is so awesome. Now, let all of that art and all of the visuals and everything set the tone for the rest of the game, because this game is mind-blowingly beautiful. Everything about it. The voice acting is brilliant.
これは負け戦じゃ。いくらなんでも敵の数が多すぎる。あれが噂に聞いた黒い剣士か。死神と取引して強さを得たとか。なんとまがまがしい力じゃ。
私が相手だ。
姫、なりませぬ。
早く殺すがいい。いつまで私を組み敷くつもりだ。
もう引き返せ。こ この戦い、勝敗は決した。これ以上は無駄死にになる。
おお、ご無事でよかった。わしはてっきり。
今さら引くことなど。
お待ちくだされ。あやつの言う通りじゃ。書を書いた軍に何ができましょう。
I've been considering buying a really big. It's like $200. Just this beautiful, intricate figure of her, and I think that would be just so much fun to have. Oh yes, all right. So we can take the reins here now. All right. So Gwendolyn is a Valkyrie, so she can fly or glide at least, and. Block. Ja. So we're just going to do this quick tutorial really quickly. So we can guard. Alright. So cool thing about this game is that it's all of it is like a 2D side-scrolling battlefield. So, okay, so my power drains. So after a number of hits, your power will drain, and then it recovers. And if your power drains completely, then you can't attack. See ya! So now when enemies are defeated, balls of light called phosons are released, and I absorb them by pressing R1 on my pad here. Oh, ow ow. See ya. These phosons, shall we? Ah! Take this guy down. See ya! Alright, so let's absorb all these phosons. So the phosons actually get your, one part of your level up. And you can also use, you can use skills that you earn as you level up and as you collect more and more phosons. It's kind of a lot to take in all at first, I know. I don't know how well of a job I'm doing, or how good of a job I'm doing explaining this. But you'll see what I mean shortly. So now we can use Cyclone, which takes up a number of the phosons that we've collected. Phosons disappear over time, collect them to level up your weapons, or your power, basically. So you press down to pick up items. Text. Phosons are forms of energy used as a source of magic by sorcerers, as well as elemental entities like fairies. However, do not forget that their beautiful shine is that of a creature's life. Phosons only appear when a living creature passes away. I'm just going to quickly do a save here. I have a number of saves. There's one I started in 2008, 2009, and then again in 2011. 9 hours, 38 hours, 35 hours. So we're going to use this save slot here. Visors. Weapons crafted with rare magical crystals are called visors. Unlike normal weapons, these weapons have the ability to grow and become more powerful. Cool. So that's like this weapon. It's a mulberry. Eating food recovers HP. Eating also earns HP experience and raises max HP. So in the top left is my Phozon level, and on the top left and then to the right of that in the shield where it's being circled there, that's my HP level. And as you eat food, not only does it increase your HP, but it also eventually levels you up and earns you experience, and each thing that you eat has a different amount of experience that's related to the food. Essence of food. Eating food heals injuries and helps strengthen the body, increases HP, or the HP level. Food becomes your own flesh and blood, replenishing vital energy. Those who eat healthy food will strengthen their bodies. Eating carefully prepared food enhances growth. Uncooked food takes more time to consume and digest. So you'll see what that means kind of in a little bit here. So mulberry seed, when planted, seeds grow by absorbing phozons. When fruit appears, strike it to pick it. So now we can plant a mulberry seed. And the only way that they grow is by phozons from downed enemies, or if the phozons are released by your skills. So now the mulberry grew because it absorbed all the phozons it needed. Boop. So it's fully grown and it's ready to be harvested. So I can grab that. Oh, now it's serious business now. Come on. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I love this tune so much. S rank. That's perfect. Alright. Yes, Chris, I definitely agree with that. Every character in this game plays so differently, and it's really interesting to play, like, because you play for a number of hours. You play the single character, and I don't want to give too much away, but you end up playing a number of characters, and each character has very different abilities, and the combat remains kind of the same, but the dynamics of that combat changes so profoundly between each character. It's awesome. Treasure. In battle, where one's life is always in danger, many soldiers hide their valuables before fighting. Defeat your enemies quickly before they hide their treasure. So the faster that you fight and kill all the enemies in a particular area, the more treasure you get, and you get ranked on how long it takes, how much damage you took, how much damage you gave, and that'll become more apparent as we play through here. Visors Part 2. By absorbing phozons, the weapon's attack power is enhanced. Also, it is said that the absorbed phozons can be used to cast various magic spells, which is something that we learned earlier. Earning a high score will grant you better something. Didn't get to read that. Move to the next stage at the exit marker, hold up and press X. So the tutorial's done, but I kind of want to give another little brief overview of what's going on here with regards to this 2D map. So see at the bottom there where it shows kind of our current location? So this is just a flat 2D area, but it kind of goes in this circle, and it shows you where the exits are, which is this little circle that we're coming up to. And then up at the top right, or kind of at the top there, you'll see kind of a representation of the 2D battleground, and the square is where your character currently is. And it also shows enemy characters up there as green, and you'll see them as they like pop in, where they're at, and things like that. So you'll get kind of a better idea of what that's all about in a little while. Wow, and I just need to take a moment to marvel at the beautiful, beautiful visuals. This art is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, I can't wait to have my high definition capture device capturing this video for my next upcoming videos. Alright, so let's switch to the next, or we're going to move on to the next piece of the map here. And once again, I'm going to remain quite quiet for the dialogue and story pieces, so just be forewarned.
王にご報告申し上げます。侵攻は我が軍の敗北に終わりました。敵方に予想外の増援部隊が到着し、戦況は膠着、消耗戦に陥り、数に劣る我が軍は劣勢を強いられたのです。
I love Odin's character model. He's enormous.
グリゼルダのことは聞いておる。
姉上は王のために最後まで誇りを持って戦われました。この槍はその時私に託されたものです。
我が将兵の中でも最も勇敢で栄誉に包まれた戦士であった。槍はサイファーという特別な武器だ。戦場に漂う魔素を集めて敵を砕く力に変える。これからはお前が存分に振るうがいい。敵に再び攻勢をかける。今度はわしも撃って出る。準備ができ次第出撃せよ。
お父様、姉上に手向けるお言葉はそれだけなのでしょうか。
言葉を尽くしてもグリゼルダの命は戻らぬであろう。干渉に浸る時ではないぞ。
Alright, let's save it up, shall we? I love how it selects the default last save location. Thank you very much for that, Odin Sphere. Thank you, Atlas, for great game design. Alright, here we are, the Demon Lord's Castle. So let's have a quick chat with these people, shall we?
王女様、我が部隊は動けるもので再編成し、4部隊が出撃可能です。いつでもご命令を。
あの戦闘で部隊は半数近くに皆死に急いでいる。
So this is kind of like an interim before the battle, so you can prep and talk with. Oh.
あの性悪女め、ドラゴンを呼び寄せたらしいぞ。そんな恐ろしいもの。あの女こそ本当の妖魔じゃ。
I like their voices. And then, so in these spots, there's usually a merchant, so you can sell some of your stuff. I'm also going to show you the inventory system is a circle, kind of circle-based, really neat. It actually reminds me a lot of Secret of Mana or Secret of Evermore, that kind of ring system for inventory. And right now I have 2 bags. So inventory management, you'll find really quickly once we get kind of into the nitty-gritty of the game, is that inventory management is a large part of a lot of different things that you're doing, because you have to manage, you know, all of these different items, and there's a lot of other things that come about. So you'll see what I mean.
姫、あの時は危なかったですな。黒い剣士は影のような悪魔の姿と聞きましたが、わしには人間のように見えました。なぜ姫を助けたのでしょうね。
And if I hadn't mentioned it before, which I know I have, and I'm just reiterating, I love the voice acting. The Japanese voice acting is freaking perfect. It's so good. Alright, let's talk to this big beast.
なんだ、グリゼルダが死んだのはあいつの進軍が早すぎたからだ。わしが間に合わなかったせいではないぞ。
ブリガン将軍、我が国の英雄と呼ばれる男だが、お父様が許すのをいいことに最近はやりたい放題をしていると聞く。妖精の女王。おお、姫君、
I love these guys'
その槍
voices.
はサイファーという魔法の武器じゃ。我らドワーフが魔石を原料に技術のすべてを注ぎお作りしたもの。保存という魔素を吸収し、一気に放つ力を持っておる。必ずやあなた様に勝利をもたらしてくれましょうぞ。
これは姫様。その槍の切っ先の奇跡は冥界にある魔石です。ご存知かな。危険を冒して魔石を手に入れることができるのは冥界を行き来できる偉大な魔法使いオーダイン王だけじゃ。
Interesting.
魔石をいくらでも作り出せるあの結晶炉を手に入れれば我が国に敵はなくなりましょう。
Alright.
グエンドリン様、グリゼルダ様のこと残念です。どうかお心を強くお持ちください。
So this race is called the Puka.
ありがとう。
Puka?
後で部屋にお茶をお持ちいたしますわ。
They're very cool. There's the merchant.
出入りさせてもらっている旅の行商人でございます。何かご入り用のものはありませんか？
So another thing is that there's different forms of currency and they're used for all sorts of different things. You'll see what I mean in a moment here. Alright, so you can buy multiple things, blah blah blah. So mulberry seeds. So one thing I want to do right off the bat is... I don't think he has it, but... HP... by 5%. You gotta like that. Attack power by 5%. I can't remember if you can only wear one or if you can wear two, a ring and a bangle. I think you can wear one of each. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy both. So here are the coins. Yeah, each coins have different values and they're also used for different things. So right now I only have titanium gold, so I'm going to use 2 of those to pay for my items here. Thank you for the items, and let's equip those. Oh right, you can only wear one at a time. What am I doing? Blah blah blue 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 blue. Max HP and max power. HP is nice, but I can only sell it for 2 and I just bought it for 10. Ah! Oh well, whatever. Alright, so let's leave and get to the next section, shall we? Alright, and we're at the map. So, the Raging Battlegrounds, Nebulapolis, Deep Forests of Elrit, Titania Capital, Volcanon Lava Pit, the Ringford, the Forest of Fairies, Winterhorn Ridge, and then the Netherworld. Alright, so we're going to the Raging Battlegrounds. Let's roll, shall we? Let's transform and roll out. Oh, she lost her sister. It's so sad.
戦いに出るのね。父の愛を得るために。いいえ、王国と誇りのために行くのです。たとえ戦場に散ろうとも、この国のものなら仕方のない運命。それがあなたを支える言い訳。叶わぬ寵愛を得ようと父へ赴くための。言わせておけば、私は影帽子。私があなたの真実の心。生まれて一度も愛されたことのないかわいそうな私。父のために命を散らしたところで今までと同じに顧みられはしない。グリゼルダと同じように死ぬるだけ。やめて。この身を捧げてお仕えすればお父様はきっと愛してくださるわ。きっと。
Gwendolyn, you want to please your father way too much. Alright, let's get to the battlefield, shall we? Repel the veneer and head for the cauldron. Alright. So, enemies should be... Oh, holy crap. That was fast. Ouch. See ya. Later. Took a bit of damage there. Sucked. But I didn't lose that many points, so that's an A. We'll get some good loot. So the amount of points you get determines how great the loot is at the end of each stage, and I have to say, I know I've already kind of mentioned the music and it's great. Welcome back, Chris. Is that this tune right here is one of my favorite tunes in this whole game. When you finish killing an enemy, or a room full of enemies, let's just call them rooms. So this is actually the map, and if I cruise around here, you can see, like, I can move around. Each area consists of a whole map of these rooms, and each room has a difficulty, which is represented by those stars you see next to it. And then next to that is an item, and that's the guaranteed reward item for clearing that room. Some rooms are optional because you don't need to go to every single room in a map, and you'll see kind of as we play through, you'll see exactly what I mean about that. We'll see how it goes. Alright, seeds and cultivation. Seeds absorb phosons and produce fruit when planted. The amount of phosons required to ripen fruit varies, but the more a plant needs, the better the fruit. Fruit will turn overripe when left on branches for too long. It's recommended that you pick fruit as soon as it ripens. Cool. Thank you for the tip. I like how the wind is blowing in the background. Those trees are bending all the way. That's nuts. Alright, let's go to the next area, shall we? And I can't open the map quite yet, but I'm gonna see if I can do that before or once the enemies load in. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right, I can shoot him. See ya! So yeah, we're gonna encounter another type of enemy. Flying fairies in this case. She's down. Ow. Oh, missed. See ya. Oh, there's two of them. Didn't even realize. And down you go. Cool. Well, let's plant a mulberry seed, shall we? Get some more of them mulberries. I think mulberries require 5 or 6 phasons? Phosons? B. Yeah, there we go. Got all. Let's also... Let's see if I missed any. I hope I didn't. Cool. Alright, so let's grab the mulberry. Oh, look, we got the map for the area. So now, there we are. Displays the level map. Press L1 to show or hide the map. The map shows connections between the stages, the items you can win, and the difficulty indicated by the number of stars. So that's what I just kind of explained. And then napalm, there's a form of alchemy in the game that you'll see. It's a really interesting form of alchemy. All of the game mechanics in this game are actually very interesting because there's nothing else like it. There is absolutely no other game that this game is like, and no other game since it is like this game. That's one thing I love about Odin Sphere, is that it's so unique, it's so fresh. Like, this was released in 2007, okay? So we got 6 years between then and now, and even today, like, there's some great games out there, but you know how, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery? Well, you know, like, there are so many games right now that are out there that are basically just reskins of the same old formula over and over, whereas this game, it's like, oh, let's plant some seeds in the ground, and from the enemies that you kill, there's these, you know, spirit shards that fly out of their bodies, and that is what grows trees or grows the plants, and then you harvest fruit from the plants and eat that, and that gets you to level up your HP. But if you want to level up your weapon, you have to absorb those spirit shards from the enemies. And holy god, like, there are so many interesting game mechanics that they added, and that's never been reproduced. It's in no other game. Thank you, Atlas. Thank you. And on that note, you guys, I think I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to save it up here. And I will be back with more Odin Sphere in a moment. So thank you very much for joining me on my first episode of Odin Sphere. And until next time, take care and cheers.